Wolbach, your friendly public adjuster. I want to talk to you a little bit today about the policy and about that the policy is designed to pay when the homeowner has suffered damage. It's not clear how it's designed to do that. You do need some help along the way. You need some pointers, you need some guiding, but if the policy is used properly, very much so, you can come away with a very satisfactory outcome, meaning a reasonable settlement, to be made whole, to be indemnified, again using terms from the insurance policy. So what am I saying? What's all this mean? The point is, even though the policy is designed to help you and to pay for damage, if you don't know how to use the policy, if you're not familiar with how to represent the policy, if you don't know what's in the policy, and you don't, I'm sorry, the majority, statistics, insurance is based on numbers. They generate statistics. They generate averages. The bottom line to this is the average homeowner has no idea how to use the policy to their advantage. That's why there are people like me, that friendly guy, Stevewolbach, your friendly public adjuster. All right, enough of the commercial. As an adjuster, we know what the policy limits are. We know what the policy coverage. We know how to implement the policy coverage, when to push for certain conditions through the policy and the claim process. This is something that we do very well. We're very effective, and that's why when you do have damage, you should retain the services of a public adjuster. We know this process inside out, front and back. You as a homeowner, how many times have you filed claims? If you filed a couple, that's quite a bit. A lot of people never file a claim. There are, how many people in the country? I don't know. I'm not going to take a guess. But how many people there are, there's a good percentage that's never had a claim, that's never filed one. As a matter of fact, I think statistically, more people have been involved with auto accidents than they have homeowners situations, where they've suffered a loss. And because of that, we are more familiar with automobile policies and how that insurance works. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here for the home. We don't get involved with medical. We don't get involved with automobile insurance. We get involved with homes and the contents within the home. As public adjusters, we offer a very, very specific service to you, the homeowner, to help you to make sure that during the claims process, all concerns are addressed, all issues are looked at and interpreted properly. We know what the policy says. We know how to use the policy. If you use the policy for good, not evil, no. If you use the policy properly, there is protection built into that. It's a matter of finding it. It's a matter of where is that? What part do I use for what just took place here? That's the key. That's the expertise the public adjuster brings. We know which point is poignant to be used during the process there. There are various statutes, there's all sorts of special endorsements, through a policy, and it's not written to be easily interpreted. It isn't. I mean, the insurance company, if they were to ever admit it, and I'm sure they do behind closed doors, because that's where they think up of all these things and develop the policy the way it is. All you're supposed to worry about, Mr. Homeowner, is that we're here, we'll take care of everything. Those are the most misrepresented words ever, because the understanding or the belief that the insurance company has of taking care of everything and what you as the homeowner of taking everything are two entirely different directions. It's like the different magnets, how they repel. We are going in two different directions. There's where a public adjuster, I don't know, I would get that friendly guy. What the heck's his name? Stevewolbach, your friendly public adjuster. I would get him involved. He can help you. He's there to help you. And if there is no settlement, you don't pay. You don't owe a cent. Now, haven't come across that situation yet, but it does exist. It is possible. I just haven't experienced it yet. The way things go, I wouldn't be surprised if I never experience it. And I'm fine with that, right? I mean, I'm not looking forward to that day. That will be a real eyebrow raiser when that does happen. But guys, just keep in mind, we're the experts. We level the playing field against the insurance adjuster. Insurance adjuster, homeowner. See that difference? Insurance adjuster, public adjuster. All right? That's a big difference there. That makes all the difference in the world. If you know what you're doing, if you know how the procedures and what to follow, you can't help but be successful. If you've clearly suffered damage and there's coverage in the policy, there's no reason why it shouldn't be getting paid. Now, if you have inadequate protection, you don't have coverage for certain aspects of perhaps what you just suffered, your damage, then there's not much a public adjuster can do. And again, it doesn't cost you a cent when you engage their services. If he's looking at a case where we look at the damage and we determine what it is, we determine the cause, that's causation, and we see, look, your policy doesn't cover this. Normally we tell you, walk away. And that's what we would do. There's nothing to represent. There's nothing to go up against the insurance company if your policy is not covering that specific issue that just took place. If there's no coverage for it, there's nothing to talk about. It's just the way it is. We can't change the facts. All we can do is, after this is done, let's take a look at that policy a little harder, and let's see where we need to make some modifications, some changes, or perhaps switch companies altogether, which happens all the time. There are certain companies that you definitely do not want to be with. There are other companies that, all right, you're going to be with them, okay. We'll go up against them, and we're very successful in doing so. But there are some that very much, if you're with them, we tell you, run. Did you hear what I said? I said run. You don't want to stay with these companies. So guys, I hope that enlightens you a little bit. That sheds some light on the workings of insurance and the policy, and how does the policy work, and does it always work? And the answer to that would be it works as long as you have adequate coverage. If you do not have proper coverage for the specific peril that took place, then no, it's not going to work. And it can't work. It's not the policy's fault. I won't say it's your fault. I don't know whose fault it would be. I guess we'll blame the insurance company's fault, because they didn't give you complete, comprehensive coverage for your needs there. Guys, Stevewolbach, your friendly public adjuster. I hope that you're going to take this to heart. Please share this with others. There's some good information here. Let others watch this as well, that maybe can't go on Facebook normally, or other social medias, or on YouTube. Have yourselves a wonderful day. God bless you.